All right. What's going on, internet? YouTube? It's Friday afternoon. I'm down here in my studio. And I completed this painting yesterday. And I thought I'd just make a little video about it and talk about it. I've been doing a lot of like TikToks and stuff. And I hate the short form content stuff, so I was just gonna make one talking about the painting where I don't have to chop it up and delete all of the silences in my speech pattern. So yeah, this is my most recent painting. I am so bad at coming up with titles, so just while I was setting up for this video, I was thinking of calling it Naltrexone Shoddy, but I don't know if I'll stick with that. But yeah, so just a little bit about this, I guess, is that obviously it's like a beautiful woman that I saw on like an Instagram ad. And naltrexone is a drug. I swear to God, if that fly is picked up on the audio, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. But naltrexone is a drug that reduces alcohol cravings, and it's used for opioid addiction. And I've been kind of going through, I'm not sure if I'm like in a full, I'm an alcoholic, yeah, and not like, I don't know, I guess maybe I'll share my story, because there's always ones where it's like I crashed my car 20 times and I was a rock and roll star, and it just got to a point where I just couldn't have sex with women. I was just having sex with way too many women. It's like, damn, you're cool. My story sucks. My story is just that I don't have a career. I kind of bumbled my way through college. And now I'm unemployed and just burning through my savings, and so I gotta stop drinking. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I was just on like this, like, especially in like the summer too. Well, I don't know. I guess it's just like all year, but like in the summer, it's just like weekend after weekend, and it's like, oh my God, it's so fun. It's warm outside. We're having fun. Everything's so fun. And it's just like this constant cycle. I just have been getting like really bad psychological hangovers where I like feel really extremely depressed for 3 days after drinking. And I was just on this hamster wheel of just Friday, Saturday drinking, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday feeling like horrible, like really depressed, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday going right back up the roller coaster, right back to the peak, and then back down. And I was just like, damn. And I saw this other artist like post something like how he doesn't do drugs or drink or anything, and because it's really hard to like put all of your effort towards something when you're addicted to something. And I was like, yeah, it is really hard to put all of my effort towards being a painter when I'm addicted to this drug and I'm on this constant cycle. And I really want to get off this ride. So I took the exit ticket and I went to my primary care, and she was really cool about it. And she prescribed me naltrexone, and like the first couple days it was just like amazing because I got it prescribed on Thursday, I think, last week, and so I took it Thursday night and then Friday afternoon, and like I was at my friend's house and she was drinking a glass of wine, and like I just didn't have that like overwhelming urge to drink also. And then on Saturday there's a little thing in my neighborhood where like all the artists in the neighborhood open up their houses and like have people over, and you look at their art and they sell the art and stuff. But like each house they were like offering every time, like the first thing was like, "Hi, welcome, you want a glass of wine?" And it was just like, it was amazing because I was like ambivalent to the question. Like usually I'm like going through this whole matrix and I'm running all the calculus, and I'm like, oh man, should I drink right now? Should I not drink right now? I'll just have a couple, and then like tomorrow I'll just have a couple, it'll be chill, and it never is. And it's never just a couple, and it's never chill, and I always end up feeling horrible. And then, but I was like ambivalent to the question. It was amazing. Like, I just didn't care what they were asking me. I was just like, no, I'm good. It was just like, whoa, is this how like normal people are? Where you just like can say no and not care? I don't know. Like I was just like, my friend is also like an alcoholic, and he quit drinking. I was telling him about how it's like, well, it's really funny because in Finding Nemo they have that scene where they're like doing an AA meeting inside the submarine, and then the shark smells the blood when Dory gets a bloody nose, and then his eyes black over, and then all he can do is try and kill Dory. And it's like, that is exactly how drinking is for me. Like, I what's the word? I don't know. I egg my friends on, and I'm like, come on, like let's go to the bar. Yeah, let's go to the bar. Let's go to the bar. Knowing like full well that my like, as soon as I get there, it's like my eyes are gonna black over, and like I'm just gonna just go full throttle into a bender. But yeah, well, I don't know. It's just like that scene in Finding Nemo. Obviously, because they were modeling that off of whatever. But I was at my figure drawing club on Monday night, and it's so awesome. This is kind of a rambling, it's gonna get back to the painting eventually, but I was at my figure drawing club, and as an artist, it's like ideas are really hard to come by, or not hard to come by, but they're just kind of like elusive, and like, like sometimes you have an idea and it's like, ooh, this is a really good idea, and then you come back to it like a couple days later or something, and you're like, I don't know about this, and it's like you come up with an idea and you just hope that it's not like already been done or whatever, or like you think this is like an original idea, but then like it's not, because your brain just came up with something that it like saw somewhere else recently, and you're like, I came up with that idea because of a McDonald's commercial. That's I don't like that. But so when you do have a cool idea that feels original and good, it's like really sick. It's like this shooting star that you just have to reach out and you have to grab it. You have to, and by grab it, I mean like write it down. David Lynch, if you don't know him, he talks about ideas and stuff. It's really cool. But you got to reach out and grab that idea, write it down because you don't want to forget it. And so I had one of those mystical ideas, and it's this. Basically just doing what alcohol advertisers do to you, but using the style of advertising that alcohol companies use, but advertising for the drug that unaddicts you to alcohol. And it's like, or here's a little comedy sketch thing that I was thinking of. It's like don't go to advertising school, because like the formula, I can tell you the formula right now of how to do advertising. You just go, okay, hot girl and product. And that's it. That's all advertising is. And it's just like, but it's kind of like interesting to me to like make naltrexone sexy, because a lot of like sobriety and like recovery, it's all like not really sexy. I guess, obviously, maybe. It's kind of seen as this like thing in our society, because it's like, yeah, you're weird, you have a problem. And it's like, but I feel like I don't feel sexy, I guess. It's not, but I feel really like good about not drinking. And it's like, no, I've actually found like a loophole out of this fucking evil thing. And so I kind of want to use like this sexy nature to like kind of, I don't know, bring people into the fold, I guess. Oh, I was gonna say something, but I lost it. I was watching this YouTube video. What was it about? Oh, what was I just saying? Man, I'm so spacey. Hopefully that goes away with not drinking, because I feel like drinking has destroyed my like short-term memory. Damn, I was on a roll too. But yeah, naltrexone, this painting, I really like this kind of, I don't know, it's not like an original style, I would say. It's not very original, I guess, of me, but the style of like, it's like, I mean, I guess I did it in 2 sittings, and so it's not like exactly alla prima. I think it's not exactly 1 sitting, but I really like doing, like being under that pressure and trying to like crank it out in 1 sitting, because like when you're doing plein air, you only get like a window of time, a really like limited window of time to complete the painting, and it kind of just inherently makes the painting look good, I think, because it's like, I don't know, you're just under this time crunch, you want to make it look good, and the kind of speed in which you're doing it just inherently gives it a good look, because I guess maybe you just don't have enough time to like sit there and think about it too hard. And so I really like that style, and I try and bring that into the studio. Um, but this one was 2 sittings. But I really like it. I really like how it turned out. The glasses look see-through. I really like that. I really like where the pink underpainting staining of the canvas shows through. I was debating on whether or not to put the naltrexone pill on the tongue, but I think it was a good move. I think it makes it look good, but this thing is gonna destroy me. I really don't want to like cut the video. I guess maybe I can cut it and then I'll try and figure out what it was. But yeah, I don't know. It really came out well. I like, and there's this other guy, like his Instagram name is Ghoul Rama, I think, and I think his real name is Jason Freeney. But all of his paintings are like, even they probably take him less time, because they seem like they're done really quickly, and I really like him. I really like his style, because it's like, I don't know, when I first started out painting, I thought that like a good painting needed to take 1,000 hours or whatever and look like really tight, and this guy's stuff is like so loose. It's not, it's just not like it's not like super rendered, I guess. But yeah, I guess I draw inspiration from him. Like what I'm trying to, I guess what I'm getting at, like the lettering, I used to spend so much time like perfecting lettering and making sure that it was super tight and crisp, like maybe a sign painter would if you were painting on a sign. And it drove me nuts, and I don't know why I ever did that, but like, and this looks like pretty tight because I've gotten better at doing lettering with paintbrush, but it's still pretty loose, and I like the loose aspect of it because I'm not losing my mind over making it perfect. I've also like come up with strategies of like how to like make it look better. Like I used a grid to do this whole painting, and so like the lettering was on the grid and everything, and when you do it in the underpainting, it makes it so much better. Like than if you just try and freehand it. Freehanding it is so hard, but it looks sick when it's like loose like this. There's kind of some underpainting. There's red like showing through on the outlines a little bit. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I really like how it looks. It's a cool style. And the whole thing is like that, where like you do some groundwork and then you really get like the emotion and the speed and the like passion comes through, I think, on the painting once you're done, because you're trying to work really fast or quickly. And on this one, I mixed out all the paint. I mixed like all the paint before I started painting, which I usually don't do. I usually like work on a section and like mix. I'll like do like, okay, I'm gonna do like the glasses, and then I'll mix like the like brown, and then I'm like, oh shit, I need to make them darker brown, and then I'll mix that. But like mixing it all to start off with, it makes it like kind of paint by numbers, but there's this other artist named, oh, what's his name? Ian Roberts, mastering composition, and he talks about how like planning out your painting isn't. He talks about how like some people think that it's like bad to like do like a sketch of your painting or something, or like do any sort of planning, like you want to just do it all on the spot. But he argues that like there's more room for creativity if you have like a roadmap. And I guess I believe that, and I used that. And so like I did an underpainting, I laid out like all the different areas, and then I mixed all of my colors, because sometimes that's like the battle where you like are trying to mix paint forever, and it just like makes you go nuts. It makes me go nuts, because like especially if I'm doing with the brush, like I don't know how to do it with the brush very well, and so my brush always ends up like a huge gobbing mess of paint, and I'm trying to mix this color and it just like won't go where I want it to. And so like and it was really nice because like then you kind of just get to sit there and like I don't know, I was like sitting there listening to something and mixing the paint, and it's like you know, sending your emails for the day, you know, just kind of like get through it, like not too bad, not super taxing mentally. That's what I guess, that's a good descriptor of it, is that it's super like mentally taxing to like be doing it while you're painting. And so like if you have it already laid out, then you can focus on applying the paint correctly, and then it leaves. Then if you have like 90% of your paint laid out, then it gives you like 10% to be like creative with it. Like there's a little hit of blue that was reflecting on her shoulder from the sky, that I don't know I would have included. Excuse me. That I don't know if I would have included that if I was mixing the paint as I went, because I wouldn't have like seen it. Little stuff like that. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. I really like the message. Oh, yeah, that's so I was while I was like painting the other day too, I was listening to like a soft white underbelly, where he was talking to some guy who's like an OnlyFans manager, and basically like OnlyFans models like have managers who like, I don't know exactly what, if he like does posting or whatever, but he does managerial work to manage them, and he takes 10% of their profit, and some of them make like, I don't know, I forget what he was saying. It was like $3 million like a month or something, or $300,000 a month or something. Some insane shit like that. But he was talking about how it's like an addiction based industry, and that it's just like all these like really lonely men pay like ungodly amounts of money to have pseudo relationships with these women. I have this vent window in my studio, and I just don't understand why flies, like it's just a small little crack that they fly through, and it's just like, what there's nothing down here for you. Why did you come in here? Now you're stuck. Another tangent. I was in France a while ago with my buddy, and we were doing willing work on organic farms, where you just work for free on a farm and they give you room and board. And our like host guy was this dude who, he was in some part of the British Army and like might have been SAS or something, but there were flies everywhere and they were like really pissing me and my friend off, and we're like swatting at them and like freaking out. And he was like, you gotta just learn to live with them, man, or else they'll drive you nuts. And then one crawled on the white of his eye and he didn't flinch. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. And I really need to take his advice and not. They're so crazy. They're just an inevitability of life, but they're so fucking annoying. But anyways, addiction-based economy, it's just like, I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I think that is a good area of like government oversight. It's like, you can just make a business where your product is extremely addictive and it's just legal. Alcohol is just legal and it's everywhere. And like, I don't think that a single person has like a healthy relation. Well, I mean, I guess there are outliers that really only drink once in a while, but a vast majority, and especially like people in my life, like everyone has this like kind of fucked up relationship with it, where it's like, I know I'm like not supposed to be doing this and it's gonna make me feel bad, but like I keep doing it and it's like whatever. But I don't know, it's just crazy that it's legal to do that, and it's an addiction based economy, and that's why I feel like I want to fight it with this. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. I think after this, at some point today, I really need to go do a plein air painting of the mountains at sunset, because I'm going to paint this mural at my friend's house. And so I got to do this plein air painting to do a study of the sunset. I don't really want to do it, but I just don't feel like doing the like study. I don't know why. It'll be good. It'll be good. But yeah, this is my painting. If you have any ideas for the title, drop those in the comments section. If you've watched this whole video, thank you. Like and comment and subscribe so that I can keep making paintings and I don't have to get a job, because currently I'm unemployed and I'm burning it down to the nub. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.